Ang celibacy, ayon kay Merriam-Webster, ay ang voluntaryong pagpigil sa sarili na makipagtalik.
Ang mga pari noong unang panahon ay pwede pang makapag-asawa at ito ay legal sa simbahang Katoliko.
Ang mga pari noong unang panahon ay pwede pang makapag-asawa at ito ay legal sa simbahang Katoliko. Nagsimula ang celibacy sa Katolikong konsepto noong 1079 AD nang pagbawalan ni Pope Gregory VII ang mga pari makapag-asawa upang mas lalong mapapalapit ang mga pari sa Diyos at sa mga parokyano nito.
Ang pagiging celibate ay nagsisimbolo ng kalinisan ng isang tao ayon sa Santo Papa.
Ayon pa rin sa kontekstong Katoliko, ang pagiging celibate ng isang pari ay isang paraan ng pag-aalay ng buong buhay nito sa Diyos.
Pero teka, ang mga pari lang ba ang may kakayahang gawin ito?
Bagamat sa simbahang Katoliko ito nagsimula, kahit ordinaryong tao ay pwede pa ring mag-celibate.
2, 1, action.
Pero teka, mga pari lang ba ang may kakayahang gawin ito? Ang pagiging celibate ay nagsisimbolo ng kalinisan ng isang tao ayon sa Santo Papa.
Kaya nga ba ang tanong, bakit may mga taong nakakapagtiis at nagagawang pigilan ang kanyang sexual urge? Tanungin natin ang ilan sa kanila. Tandaan natin, ang pagiging celibate ay personal na desisyon ng isang tao. Kaya anuman ang desisyon na gawin natin, kailangan natin respetuhin ang isa't isa.
Some people were forced by circumstances, and that's why they become celibate. For instance, historically, you have the castrati. The castrati are males who would like to preserve their high voices because they're singers, and it's their career. And in the old days, they had to perform the surgery. They had to be castrated, so they could continue singing with a high voice. I think the last castrati was sometime in I think he died in the early 1900s probably. And so that's one example. Others choose to be celibate because it's part of their tradition. Let's say they want to become priests. You know, priests are celibates, and that's a tradition of the Catholic Church. But it's not practiced, let's say, in other sects. Say in the Protestant sect, they don't. There's a different belief on that. Others are celibates because they believe God has called them to be celibate, and Jesus is very clear about that in Scripture. In fact, the Apostle Paul talks about the advantage of being single because you are undistracted in your devotion to God. If you're called to be celibate, and I think then it is just natural that you can control your sexual urges. Otherwise, you have to think twice. Maybe you're not called to be celibate. If it's a calling, then you are empowered by God. You're designed to be celibate, and therefore you're designed to be that way. That's what I think. That's my opinion.
God.
If you are really called to be celibate, I think there are a lot of advantages to it. First of all, you will not enjoy celibacy if you are not called to be celibate, because then you are imposing a lifestyle that's not meant for you. But there are a lot of advantages to being single, to being celibate.